Matching t-shirts.
Check. Matching EPs?
Check. And that's what we're here to talk about. Stonetrip's The Fight EP. Stonetrip The Fight. 5-track EP recently released through Golden Robot Records, produced and engineered by Ricky Ray. Cool 5-track on this, a diverse collection of songs, couple from the previous album, 2 recent singles, and of course the excellent title track, The Fight. We're going to give a track-by-track rundown of the release. So let's get into it.
The first track on the EP is The Fight, and we did a rather in-depth review of that song a few weeks ago. So if you want to check that out, we'll put the link in the description. Please go and have a look. You can see us gushing over that song. I will say this though, today is the 18th of March, and to date, this is my favourite song that has been released all year. We've listened to a lot of songs so far this year, and this beats them all. So it's going to have to take something pretty special to top that track.
I got to mirror that sentiment exactly, Belle. It has been a few weeks, and I'll never get sick of listening to this song. This is powerful, honest performances, vocals, musicianship. It's all there. It's all fantastic. So if you want to hear us gush more about that, check out the old video and just listen to the song because it's fantastic. But yeah, it's a great opening track to this 5-track EP. Second track on the EP is Beautiful You, which was the inspiration behind these wonderful t-shirts that we're wearing. Such an upbeat, joyous, happy rocker with a beautiful message. Great guitar lines. I love this song. It's been out for a little while now, so all Stonetrip fans should know it. But I think that if you're new to this band, this is a fantastic place to start. It's a bit of a... Did you find a bit of a Zeppelin and Aerosmith feel to the riffing, though?
Oh, I didn't. I just had a Stonetrip sound, but now that you mention, especially Aerosmith, yeah, I get a bit of an Aerosmith vibe, actually.
I get a little bit of the Sweet Emotion riff. I mean, it's not the Sweet Emotion riff, but it's got that feel, that school of riffing. And
kind of swagger, yeah.
Yeah, that whole rock and roll swagger just made it cool. Cool guitar riffs, that's what's missing in so much rock these days. It's got that attitude. It was fun. I loved it.
It's cool. It is. It's such a happy rock track, isn't it? Just a feel-good song. Cool riffs. Getting some wah in the guitar solo is just the icing on the cake, really, to a cool rock song. So moving on to the third track called Fame, a newer one that I hadn't heard before, this EP. Great mid-tempo thumping rock track with a ton of swing. And I love how Mark sings this song. He adds real menace to some of his phrasing, especially early on in the song. You can just, some of those words just have this almost a snarl to it, like, whoa, I don't want to be on the receiving end of whoever is getting shade from him. Another cool part, and I love Stonetrip's attention to detail. They did this kind of halftime break just before the solo. I mean, the solo was great too. This is definitely a band that keep delivering on the quality of their guitar solos, actually. Each song has its own feel, and each guitar solo has its own feel, and bring them together and you've got perfection. So yeah, exactly. Great track, this one.
I like how you pointed out that little gap, because it gives breathing space to the composition. It gives you like, okay, what's happening next? And bang, they come in and they just deliver. So it's just little tricks like that, like I said, attention to detail that makes a good song great. Just adding that extra icing. And what I really liked about this one, it starts off with that really catchy drums, and being a guitarist and being someone that focuses on lyrics in songs, I tend to overlook drumming. But this really picked it up from the start, and it grabbed my attention. It just kept that groove and that swing all the way through. So it's just a nice hooky song, gets your attention right from the start and just doesn't let up. till the end, and it's fun fame.
Agree.
Tell me what you're running for and let me free you from your pain. Oh baby, I've been there.
Fourth track on the EP is a song called Postcards, which I really like this one. Gotta say it right from the start, the guitar solo is awesome. Being a guitar nerd, just like, yes! And there's a very cool guitar riff section leading into the solo, where you know the solo is coming, but you're just vibing, to use young people talk, vibing on this kind of riff. Like, yeah, I can hang here for a little bit. I know the solo is coming, you get me in this cool groove, and yeah. For the clean tone within the song, Stonetrip always have a really nice clean tone to their guitars, but that was really used well to this. And one of their biggest strengths in all their songs is the lyrics. Having, much like The Fight, there's a lot of truth to this song, and it's just a story that resonates. I don't exactly know the story behind it, but there's enough human emotion there to kind of be able to relate to what's going on there. And the title itself, Postcards, has this whole implication of distance. They're not together. There's some space apart. And so you're kind of wondering what's happening here. And then towards the end, in the last verse, it says, mentions the last postcard has been sent. It's like, okay, might not be the happiest of endings here. So it's one that I want to dig deeper into the song and try to come up with a bit more understanding of what's going on here. But it's a bit haunting in a way. Ultimately, it leaves you with thoughts, which is what I like from a good song.
Yeah, definitely. I get that about Stonetrip generally too. They just leave me feeling curious about some of their lyrics, and actually the last track definitely does that, but we'll get to that. My thoughts on Postcards. The song definitely has some great dynamics. You start off with this killer riff, and then it pulls back for the verses, and then you start building again, and then the riff comes back in through the chorus. There aren't many vocals in this chorus, but musically it sounds like a chorus, so I'm pretty sure it is. It's great. With the verses, you were talking about the clean tone guitar and everything kind of gets pulled back, and that sounds great, but one of the reasons I really love that is you can hear the bass guitar. Like he's sort of thumping away in the first couple of verses, but in the final verse, there's some significant noodling going on there with the bass, and I love that. Like, shout out to Sebastian, the bass player, because more of that, dude. That was really, really cool.
Nice.
I loved hearing that.
I think at Bell's request, we're up to more guitar solos, more bass noodling.
More everything.
More Stonetrip.
Yeah. And finally, the last track, My Angel, which I heard it was released in full on their album Run Free, so I loved it then. And the lyrics, so this is what I was referring to before, the lyrics on this get me really curious. Everything starts off, it sounds all fine, and then he starts saying goodbye, but he can't let go. And why is he saying goodbye if everything's all good? Maybe he's getting the flick. I don't know, but I want to know. I suppose any song is open to interpretation. You write your song and you put it out there, and people will take what they will. But I want to know from the writer, like what he was talking about.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I love about really good songwriting. The writer's got their motivation, their story, and they put it out there, and you might not get exactly their meaning, but it's a good enough, well-written song that everyone can relate to it and put their own meaning on it. So I think that's always good storytelling and good songwriting and good performing, because you can have great lyrics if you can't get those words out with some emotion and conviction, then it's not going to get the audience's attention. So well done to the band on that one. But, the lyrics and the storytelling and the heartfelt honesty is exactly what this song left with me. So definitely one that I focus on the lyrics as well. As far as production go, I like the echo on the vocals. I thought that was a really nice touch. Gave a little bit of a haunting vibe. And as you said, it starts off good, and it gets a little bit more unsure. And just putting that echo there, it just gives a bit of a vibe, which was really cool.
Yeah, I remember picking that up the first time, like hearing it on the album, and it just hearing it again on the EP just reminded me of just again all the little things that go into these songs that I appreciate and love about this band.
Now I'm saying goodbye. Yeah, I'm saying goodbye.
So that brings us to the end of our discussion on the recently released 5-track EP from Stonetrip The Fight. Every time I hear a release from Stonetrip, a song, an album, an EP, video, it just leaves me wanting more. Just constant reminder of how good this band is, how much I enjoy their songwriting and their performances. So this was an absolute joy to listen to and to be able to talk about it with you, Belle.
Yeah, it was just a treat to listen to. It's always a treat to listen to Stonetrip. I can't wait to hear more from this band whenever that may be. I'll just eat it up. Love you guys.
And until next time,
We'll see you in the darkness.